Hi, it's Patrice here. I just wanted to do a quick video. I had Sasha King in mind, but now that I think about it, Sasha, I don't think you asked me nothing about like videos for food or anything like that. It's the product stuff, right? Correct me, let me know. But regardless, what I'm doing here is a video about ginger ale. So my family absolutely loves ginger ale, like homemade ginger ale. I started making this because it was several people had coughs, like really bad coughs in the house, and if you read ingredient labels like I do, you'll know that the ginger ale that you get from the store has zero ginger in it. And one of them has the nerve to say made with real ginger. And then you read the ingredients, ginger is not in there at all. I'm like, well, what the heck happened? So anyway, this the ginger ale that we have is running low. What I love about these bottles is that like this, I don't even know how long we've kept this batch of ginger ale, but look, it's still, just as bubbly as when I first made it. So I'm gonna show you how I make it. It's very, very easy, and it tastes really good. And the thing about it is, of course, that it's made with real flipping ginger, and so then it has a lot of health benefits. You can make this, I make it with sugar, organic sugar. That doesn't matter, sugar is sugar. But I don't demonize food, so I'm okay with sugar. But if you wanted to make this and you're not okay with sugar, try it with stevia, try it with, coconut sugar, whatever it is that you want to use. So, or don't use any sweetener at all, or reduce the amount of sugar. However, you could play with this recipe. It's so cool. So, basically what I do first is make a syrup, and then I add seltzer water to it. And so this is the quick way. There is another way that I make it as well that's like probiotic. That's a longer process because I'm not using seltzer water for that process. And my family, when they want their ginger ale, they want it quick. So this is the quick way. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Ingredients to make ginger ale. This is literally all you need. I have here some organic ginger root, some seltzer water, some organic water, no, I'm just kidding, water, organic lemon juice is just a cup. This is 2 liters of seltzer water. This is the quick way, by the way. This is 3 cups of water, and this is 2.5 cups of organic sugar. And then I have my saucepan that I love to use for this. The reason I love to use this particular saucepan is because it has these so that I can have an easier time straining the ginger root. And then it has the lip on both sides of the pan. I hope you can see. Yeah, there we go. The lip on both sides. So makes things a lot easier. So this is how I start this process. So for this part, I'm going to move things out of the way and get started cutting. You don't need to cut in any particular way. I like to do it pretty thin, but it's a very simple process. Just cut it all up. You want about 3 cups of ginger root cut up, and that's pretty much it. And I dump it in there, and I'm pretty much gonna put the rest of the ingredients except the seltzer water and lemon juice. After that, I'm done. So here I'm gonna turn on the fire under here, and I'm gonna turn on the right fire. Yep, there we go. Now I'm gonna just whisk it a little bit. I just want to help the sugar to dissolve, so just whisking it a little. Making sure it's all stirred in. And then try not to drip all over the place. I hate messes. So I'm going to get the top, put that on there, and then put that in the sink. And that's it. This is just how it looks before you go ahead and cook it. So let's look at it. See, it's bubbling over. You got to watch this because it will bubble over and you do not want to clean that mess, okay? So I'm turning the fire off of the right one. You see, I was still trying to turn off the other one, which wasn't on. And this is how it looks. It's a little like wilted looking. And the longer you leave it, the more wilted it will look. I usually will leave it overnight, but I'm not doing that this time. But I'm going to let it sit here and cool off a bit before I work with it some more. Okay, so this is the final stretch. Got our gallon size container, our strainer. We are ready to go. Okay, so let's get our ginger syrup. That's pretty much what this is that we made to begin with. Got my strainer with my pot. Got my other strainer, so I'm doing it up, except my arm is in the way. Let's move it. Move it. No. Okay. There we go. Now you can see. Strain that off. I like to leave the skin on because, especially, I tend to buy organic, so I like to leave the skin on the ginger root because it's just wonderful because you get extra goodness. There's the lemon juice. We're going to pour that in. And it's just a cup. Put that down. And now I got my seltzer water. And the seltzer water, I try to be careful so that it doesn't spray in my face. So I just let it fizz up and, pause a little bit before opening it. So I'm pouring that. Oh, you see that little finger? Oh, they go ahead. Joshua's here. He wants some ginger ale. He's like, Mommy, you making some ginger ale? Yes, I'm making your ginger ale. He is very concerned about the ginger ale. And he wants to put his finger in it. And I'm like, no, son, don't do it. It's not right. We don't want Jessie flavored ginger ale. So he is very concerned. Jonathan's going to come up. There go Jonathan. He's going to try to take down the entire tripod, folks. So I got my funnel. I'm putting that in. And I'm like, I should have asked my girls to keep the boys occupied while I'm doing this. Should have thought that through, but I didn't. So here we are. Jonna's going to try to tear down the whole thing. Joshua is just in the mix, doing what he can do, and I'm like, leave it. Don't touch it. Don't do this. All those things. And I'm pouring. There go Jessie. And you'll see some more Jonna's handiwork soon. He's going to shake the whole thing. Jessie's head gets in the way. I'm pouring. And I'm like, what am I going to do? These little ones are getting into things. And so I get out my glass bottle. And these glass bottles are wonderful because they keep the ginger ale fresh for a very long time. My mom has a smaller one. And oh, Joshua, what are you doing? Look at his hand. It looked like I have a third hand. And so now I'm getting smart. Look at me. So smart. I'm like Jonna, no, don't tear down the whole thing. Let me give you a cup of this so that you can be occupied. So, oh, Jonna, no. So, yeah, he's still trying to get it. You see his handiwork, but you can't see him. So, my mom has one of these glass containers, though, that I have. Now I'm telling Joshua to get me his cup so I can give him some, too. But my mom has one of these glass containers, and I left her and went back to her house between 6 and 8 weeks passed, and she still had a little bit of ginger ale in her glass container. It's smaller than the one I have here in the sink, but it kept that entire time. I was surprised. And it was just like a little corner. She was saving this little corner. I'm like, Mommy, you can make this. Like, what are you doing? So I'm pouring it the rest of the way. I usually will let the bubbles subside a little bit before I pour more, because I don't want to spill. But that's why I have it in the sink too, so that if I do spill, I'm spilling in the sink, because again, I don't like a whole lot of mess. So I'm pouring it in. I still have some in the container. I'll pour a cup later and give it to somebody. I have more of those glass bottles, but it just doesn't make any sense to pour that little bit into a glass that it's not going to fill up. So this is pretty much it. See, there's the 2-liter, and then there's that bottle. Looks kind of like a wine bottle. That's it. Bye.